I want you to do something for me, alright? I want you to find a picture of yourself as a young child, and I want you to just take a second to look at that picture of yourself. If you're going through a tricky point in your life or a decision-making period in your life, I want you to go find that picture of that child, okay? Once you find that picture, I want you to look at it. Stare into the child's eyes, and I want you to tell that child what he should do, okay? If I don't know what it's going to do for you, but what it did for me, if this doesn't bring some sort of powerful emotion to you, you know, it's hard for you to just visualize what I'm saying, but if you actually go and you find this picture of yourself, and you're small, and you look at that picture, this should do something to you, okay? Tell that child, you know, all the things that you want to say that are going to help him or her in their life. You tell him. And think about this. How many times is the phrase, "don't be like me," going to come up in that conversation that you have with that child? Are you going to tell that child to be strong, to be courageous, to be brave, to fight for what you believe in, to have something to believe in? Or are you going to be perfectly happy with everything that you've done in your life, and you're going to tell that kid, "everything I've done in my life, you follow my steps, you just watch me"? Which one of those is going to happen? I'm going to tell you what happened to me when I did that. I saw a picture of myself. It was just a very random thing on a random day, and I saw this picture of myself, and it just broke me down to tears looking at that picture. It just absolutely broke me down to tears, because the innocence on that child's face is what should do it to you. You look at that child and you tell him everything that he should avoid or she should avoid in life, everything that they should try to capitalize on, all the things that they should have said, all the things that they should do in their life. You look at that child and you tell them these things. Okay? Now, that child is you. It's not too late in your life for you to pick up and continue on with all of the advice that you're giving that child in that picture. Okay? Let's take this to a different place to put things into perspective for you. Let's now go further off in your life to the end of it, so to speak. Let's go to the end of your life now. Okay? You're an old man or an old woman. Okay? Now, what would that person have to say to you right now? Okay? If that person was to see a picture of you, a young picture of you, where you are right now in your life, what would they say? Would they immediately well up in tears and say, I wish I could give that person advice. I wish I could tell that young man or that young woman, don't keep doing what you are doing right now because you're wasting your time. Stop being so afraid to say words to someone. To just open your mouth and speak. Your pride can hurt you very badly. I know that because I have a lot of pride and I have to quench my pride. My pride has cost me a lot of missed opportunities in life. Okay? Fear will cause you so many missed opportunities in life. You don't have that kind of time to play with. Okay? From that child to that old man or that old woman. It's a very short, long road. I know that doesn't make any sense. It's short and long at the same time. What are you talking about? Because yes, life is long, but it's so short. Okay? The distance that an ant has to walk across your living room floor, that's a very long distance, isn't it? Right? To that ant it is. To you, that's an incredibly short distance. Okay? Your life compared to time itself. Okay? You walking through your life. Yes, it takes a while. It's a long distance, but it's also incredibly short. Because time, I'm telling you, time goes by so quickly. Okay? Find that picture of yourself and look at it. Just do this for me, okay? If this doesn't If this doesn't do something for you, I don't know what to tell you. Because when you stare into that child's eyes, this should seriously bring up some emotion into you. Okay? You pretend like that child's sitting there listening to you, and you have a conversation with that child. You tell him, okay? And then you take that advice. You follow it exactly the way you're telling him. Because all you're doing is talking to yourself. But when you put it into that image of that child, you see that innocence, you know? It's just a blank canvas right there in front of you that you wish you could go back and repaint. What you've thrown all of this dirty paint and this jumbled mess of a life on this canvas. And when you look back at that kid, you see just a clean slate, and you want to paint a beautiful picture on that slate. That's what you need to do. Okay? It's not too late for you to wipe over some of the mess that you made in your life. Go find that picture. It could save your life. If you're dealing with a hard decision right now in your life, I want you to think very carefully about what that old person would say to you now. What advice would he give you? Would he tell you that you need to man up, you need to woman up, you need to do right now, you need to stop wasting time, you need to make a decision, okay? People are afraid of being alone, so they stay in a relationship that they hate, right? Or they're afraid of rejection, so they never talk to someone that they love, you know? They go years without speaking to someone that they love, or without even introducing themselves to someone that they love, and it just so much wasted time. You cannot afford to waste such valuable, precious time in life. Make a decision. It could save your life. It changed mine. Okay? Coffee talks tonight. Do what I told you to do. Stop wasting your time. Don't waste anybody else's.